Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going deep and talking about the best things to have if you're going to budget plan. So this is for all those budget planners in the room and what my ideas are of the best things that you can have for that. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future content. And if you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here for another video. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing on my list for budget planning, and this may come as a huge shock for most of you, a planner. I mean, can you believe it? I think you might need one of these. I will say that I have chosen a monthly layout for and I just got this planner. But there are lots of different monthly layouts. Now, I think this is a beautiful planner. I'm very excited to get started and use it as my budget planner. But I think the monthly actually works out a little bit better than your daily because you can, or a daily or weekly or however, because I really feel like it breaks it down a little bit easier so you can get a good overview of it. I think this is a very beautiful planner. I will also say that if I had to pick my ideal planner, it'd probably be a monthly Erin Condren planner. So I'm going to have to look at getting one of those because I actually really like the way that they are laid out. And I think I might want to get my hands on one of those. But this is another great planner. I'm very excited. It's very beautiful. This one's much more decorative. But the planner itself, I feel like for monthly, because you can keep a track of specific bills that you have and maybe habits that you want to track. And then write your bills in daily that you have that you want to make sure that you're focusing on paying and maybe budgeting. But it's a great way to track it in the planner without it being a huge planner by itself. These are also great planner portions to put in if you want to Franken-plan a planner. These are a great planner to do so with because they have this great, at least the Happy Planner version of it has this great, which would be what you'd be Franken-planning anyways, but this great filler paper in the back that you can actually Franken-plan a planner too. The other thing that you will need for any budget planner. Now, I think that, like I said, for me, the monthly planner is the one that I like to, but any planner will do, whether it be Happy Planner, Erin Condren, or Recollection, or whoever, whatever you want. Those, any planner will do. This is just the type of planner that I like using, which is the monthly overview portion of it. Okay. The other thing that you're going to want to make sure that you have in any budget planning tool that you need is, of course, stickers. So I think stickers are a great way, and let me tell you why I think stickers are a great way to stay on track with things. Sometimes just looking at the stickers alone reminds me of categories that I forgot that I had that I needed to budget for. I know that sounds so stupid, but it's like legit. And we really are going to work on our budget as a household this year. That's one of our household goals. Like, we really want to get on track and be better with our money. Better. So we want to make sure that we are incorporating the best budgeting tactics that we can in our life and actually utilizing those as a family. So that's important to us. I feel like stickers are a really easy way to get us there because we can actually keep track of certain things that are not invasive at all to do so. And that's a great way to do it. So the next thing that I feel like every planner person needs if you're going to be budget planning is a ledger. So I think this is kind of a month at a glance of this portion, but they do have other sections that you can actually track expenses per month. I think there might be one. Excuse me, I'm having like a hiccup. I think there might be one. Nope, apparently there's not. But okay, that you can track expenses at a glance. So every expense that you have, write it down, keep track of it. I also recommend like a notebook. I just recently did a video on ways to use these notebooks, but I think a great way to use it is actually like writing down every dollar you've spent every day. If it's a penny or more, like actually physically writing it down, just what it was, and then keeping track of your daily total and tracking it down monthly. I think that's a great way to use something like this. because it can't be manipulated or deceived like it is in the correct way. Whereas Happy Planner, what's great about it is that it can be, and you can adjust things, but what's also not good about it is that someone could pull a page out, or you could pull a page out and then change the overall circumstance. Where this, unless you're ripping it out, you cannot change what is written in here. So I like that. I like that because I feel like there's some more self-awareness in here than there might be in here as far as that's concerned. But regardless of what technique you use, I think it's really super, super important to have a ledger to keep track of things and really understand where your money is going. Some may do this online, and if you do, I think it's great to print it out and put it in here because I do feel like it needs to be in the planner with the rest of your budgeting things. Pocket folders to me are another wonderful supply for all budgeting needs. And there's several reasons for that. One is in this particular pocket folder portion of it, I feel like you can put supplies in here that you might need, like receipts is what I plan to keep in this particular one. And that way I have them available. And then at the end of every month, I will take this and I will package it in a different envelope and put it where, like a paper envelope that I can just track and store in a box. I won't need them every month. But if you have returns or things like that that you want accessible and you don't want to lose your receipts, if you are a person who still gets paper receipts, I know that there's lots that don't, but if you are still that person, then this is a great way to keep track of them. Pocket folders in this case, so these would be more like envelopes. This is a pocket folder. Pocket folders, I feel like, are another really important way to keep your budgeting in order, because if you have bills that you know are coming due for a particular month, if you just take them and tuck them in here, then you don't have to worry about like when you're going to pay them or anything like that. Like it's going to be just ready to go for you, and you can keep track of it, and it's going to be great. So a really great way is in these little pocket folders. I know that especially for bills that I don't have to pay very often, like we get propane, but it's not, we get propane every like few months. And so the bill is not consistent, it's not regular, there's no set time. They come when they need to come, then they bill us. A lot of times it's like my number one bill I forget because it's not consistent. So it's great to add that to this list, and then that way you won't forget it. And if you do have to write them a check, there are still places that require checks and will not just take a regular form of payment. That's another great reason to have a pocket folder in there. But that is really my favorite and top tips to have for any type of budget planning. It starts with the monthly planner, and the sky is the limit from there. But what I will say is that it is so important to plan and budget, and that is something that I'm working on. I am not the expert in it, so I don't want to sound like I am. But if you are interested in budget planning, it's something that you want, pick up a planner specifically for it. I would recommend not contaminating it with other things. Just make it dedicated to budgeting. And this is the Vintage Botanicals, but there are tons of different options, Happy Planner related or non-Happy Planner related, that will work great for you as far as budgeting is concerned. So make sure to pick up a planner specifically for that, and then utilize it to the best of your abilities. Well, all right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. Can't wait to see you on the next one. If you would like to see more videos like this, click the link on the screen, and I hope you have a great time budgeting in your planner. I would love to know if any tips that you have to keep the budgeting going, leave them in the comments below, share them with the world. Let's help everyone be a better budgeter in life. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.